was a crime? I'm sorry. I'm just
Well, it's
gonna have
not
to
a
record.
crime. Okay?
Well, what do you need my ID for then?
It's not a crime because we don't know who you are, and you're out here parked. And one of the things that we do out here is if we have a vehicle that's parked, and you know, it's a little odd just to be parked, not doing anything. So
Not
we like
really.
to identify the people who are out here.
Sorry.
I didn't ask you to come outside the car.
What?
I didn't ask you to come
I know,
outside
but
the
I
car.
want to get out.
I didn't ask you to step outside the car.
All right. What do you want?
Okay, well, when you see your ID, so we can identify you.
I'm not giving my ID, dude.
You're not going to give us your ID?
No.
Really?
Yeah, because unless I committed a crime or something, then I'll give my
No,
ID.
that's not how that works, man. You're refusing.
I'm not refusing.
Well, when we ask you...
If you committed a crime, then
no.
I give my ID.
No. That's not how it works there. When we ask you to identify yourself so we know who you are, because that's one of our jobs out here that we're doing, and then when you refuse, well, what is that? What is that?
That's only refusing if if there was a crime committed or something. I'm not gonna have my rights violated.
What's going on, guys? And this video is fantastic. It was filmed by San Diego drivers yesterday, and it takes place in Chula Vista, California, and features the Chula Vista Police Department. San Diego drivers didn't start filming the cops right away. He was parked in a notable public parking spot, overlooking the water with a fantastic view. Known for its beautiful scenery, he was there that day taking pictures and photographs of Olympic rowers, when he was approached by a member of the Chula Vista Police Department. Even though the driver's keys weren't in the ignition, he was legally parked in a public parking space, they demanded identification because parking in a parking space is suspicious. He titled the video, "Stopped by Police While Taking Photos, Seeking Clarification on My Rights." And when you look at the description of the video, he explains the incident detail by detail. And at the end, he asks a very simple question. Was he in the right or was he in the wrong? He literally felt like his rights were being violated. He put the video on the internet to expose these police officers, and he asked anyone who would watch if he did the right thing. Well, I'm here to say today, bud, you did. Let's jump into the video.
Was a crime? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to record.
Well, it's not a crime. Okay?
Well, what do you need my ID for then?
It's not a crime because we don't know who you are, and you're out here parked. And one of the things that we do out here is if we have a vehicle that's parked, and you know, it's a little odd just to be parked, not doing anything. So
Not
we like
really.
to identify the people who are out here.
Sorry.
I didn't ask you to come outside the car.
What?
I didn't ask you to come
I know,
outside
but
the
I
car.
want to get out.
I didn't ask you to step outside the car. Okay?
Now, the cop's using what I like to call almost illegal words. Like, we don't like that you are doing this, or what you're doing is not normal, or what you're doing could be considered suspicious. Really, officer, it's not normal. He's parked in a parking spot. If parking in a parking lot is not normal for a parking lot, then what does this cop consider regular? Certainly not his bowel movements. On a real note, though, the police officer needs to have reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause that the driver has been, is currently in the commission of, or is about to be involved in a felony, misdemeanor, ordinance violation, or moving violation. Now, the driver couldn't have committed a moving violation because he's parked and his keys are not in the ignition, so legally and lawfully in the state of California, he's not operating a motor vehicle. So we move away from the driving aspect. He's not being disorderly, and it's not alleged that he's been disorderly. He's not engaging in criminal activity or criminal mischief. He's not trespassing. I mean, there's no need to even go down a longer list. The police have alleged that he's committed no crime. And if he's committed no crime, they have no lawful reason to detain him. Pennsylvania v. Mims does not apply here because it's not a traffic stop. Pennsylvania v. Mims states that police officers can have you exit your vehicle or take possession of you for the safety of themselves or others. So they legally can't stop him from getting out of the car. They certainly can't order him back into the car. This is the start of what's going to become a very serious rights violation.
All right. What do you want?
We have to kind of go about this the right way. You just can't jump out of cars when you're on a police
Yeah,
contact.
I literally just parked here about a minute ago, and I can
Okay.
even show you on my dash cam.
Okay, well, when you see your ID, so we can identify you.
I'm not giving my ID, dude.
You're not going to give us your ID?
No.
Really?
Yeah, because unless I committed a crime or something, then I'll give
No,
my
that's
ID.
not how that works, man.
Yeah, because
Look where you're parked right now. Are you allowed to be parked here?
I don't see the sign.
So what you're doing? So let me just want to make sure I have this down correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can record me all day. I'm recording you too. You're refusing.
I'm not refusing.
Well, when we ask you,
If you committed a crime,
no.
then I give my ID.
No. That's not how it works there. No. That's not how it works there. No. That's not how it works there.
That is exactly how it works. And the worst part is, obviously, this cop's older. He has some serious time in the force. I'm guessing he's been around over 20 years. He's also a supervisor and a field training officer, which means he's in charge of other subordinates on his shift. He's also responsible for teaching new police officers the ropes and the laws. You got a cop that's been around over 20 years, he's rapidly approaching retirement, and he's teaching young cops how to do the job, and he doesn't know that you can only demand identification from someone when they've committed a crime or they've done something wrong, not to satisfy your own curiosity. Over the past 20 years, how many rights has this cop violated? From how many people?
When we ask you to identify yourself so we know who you are, because that's one of our jobs out here that we're doing, and then when you refuse, well, what is that? What is that?
That's only refusing if I'm refusing if there was a crime committed or something. I'm not gonna have my rights violated, dude.
Your rights aren't. We're not violating your rights.
Can I see your ID? Can I see your?
You see everything I have.
Okay, you can see everything I have too.
No, I don't. I don't know who you are.
I just told you who I am.
My name is Rodriguez.
Well, my name is
It's posted
Olivo.
right here. It's posted right here. You're not. You can see my
I'm not
badge.
doing nothing wrong,
You
dude.
can see everything.
I literally just pulled up, parked, about to take
Also-
some photos.
Also, another reason why we stop people here, because it's a narcotic area where a lot of people they stop, drugs are passed, drugs are given.
Yeah, I don't do none of
a lot
that
of things
stuff.
go down like that.
I'm
here in
literally
this
about to
area.
go into the military too.
That's why when we ask you, who you are, we eliminate these things very, very simply. So so what you're telling me is you're refusing to give us.
I'm not
your name.
refusing unless there was a crime committed.
Okay. So you said your name is what?
Miguel.
Miguel what?
I'm not giving you my last name, dude.
Okay.
I'm not about
Hey,
violating
let's,
my rights. I have nothing in here besides camera gear.
So this citizen is not going to waver and he's not going to give in. He is not giving these cops his ID. But that's not going to stop them from running his license plate through NCIC and the Registry of Motor Vehicles to find out who he is. And that's not illegal. Cops can absolutely run anyone's plate for any reason. They don't have to see them do something wrong. A cop can literally just be behind you and run your plate because they want to. And it's totally legal. And the Supreme Court won't change that. And this video is a prime example of why I think they should. You have the right to be secure within your persons, your papers, and your effects. According to the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution, you don't need to give up your identification unless you've committed a crime. The driver has not committed a crime. He's refusing to give up his identification. At this point, the police shouldn't be able to find out who he is. But now they're using legal means to violate his rights by running his name through the database. So they couldn't violate this guy's rights in their own, so now they're having the Registry of Motor Vehicles assist them in their Fourth Amendment violation and their crimes.
So I'm getting my plates ran, no crime committed or anything. I run into Border Patrol every day here. Never had an issue.
I'm not Border Patrol.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know because they're law enforcement as well. They're federal.
That's the police.
They're federal.
We're not Border Patrol.
I'm not saying you're Border
You're
Patrol.
refusing to identify yourself, dude. That's a problem.
No, I'm not.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not. Unless you committed a crime, then it's refusing.
So these cops won't give up. Even though they just ran the guy's plates and they know who he is, they're still fiending for that ID. It's like a drug. They need it, they want it, and they gotta get it, and they'll do whatever they can to have it. Even threatening with resisting or obstructing. Failure produce identification. Well, under the law, you can't legally refuse to give identification that wasn't lawfully requested in the first place. The cop's trying to call this citizen's bluff, and it's another police intimidation fail.
What crime did I commit? I'll give you my ID. You just gotta tell me a crime.
You committed a crime.
What's the crime?
You did not commit a crime.
Okay, then I don't have to give you my ID.
When you're stopped by law enforcement,
I didn't get stopped.
we're stopping you right now.
You're stopping me now from doing what I'm doing, but it's not a
Stopping
crime.
you right now.
It's not a crime, though.
That's what we're doing. Okay. The thing called reasonable suspicion. Have you heard of that?
What's the suspicion then?
Have you heard of that?
What's the suspicion?
You're parked here, just parked, doing nothing.
What's suspicious about it? It's not illegal.
Well, it's not an area just to stop at either.
A lot of people stop here and go hike, run, and everything. I just got out the gym, came here, parked, ready to start taking some photos.
To identify yourself. That's the other problem.
Okay, you're refusing to identify yourself. But now you're telling me it's suspicious, but suspicious is not a crime still.
Suspicious circumstances, dude.
It's not a crime, though.
Fun. And the operation that we're doing, just so you know, is called Stone Guard. You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, well, Stone Guard means that that's what we do. People stop on the side of the road, not doing anything. You're saying you're taking pictures, but yet I don't see you taking
I
pictures.
literally just parked.
Okay. You know, I hear what you're telling me.
I've been. What's up? Yeah, I just bought a house there. Literally about 3 months ago.
Challenge.
I'm not challenging, dude.
No, that's okay. Okay, I see that. But it's very simple when you probably don't.
I just
don't
won't
know
give you
what
my ID because I already been harassed by Coronado Police when I pull up to just take
How is
photos.
it harassing you?
I'm not saying you're harassing me. I'm just saying I've been harassed.
Okay. I can't speak for them.
You can't speak for them. You can't speak
I
for
can't
others.
Speak for
It
Coronado.
just
I can only speak for me.
okay. This is just me. I won't give up my ID.
Just
dude.
like you can only speak for you.
Yeah.
We already know who you are, and that's fine. Things can be very much more simpler. Than
Yeah, it would have been simple,
it's
but
very
I've been.
simple. Hey, look, this is who I am. Okay, hey, no problem, dude.
That's why I
On
shook your
way.
hand, told you
And
who
you're-
I
you know,
was.
you're going, shaking hands don't mean anything.
Yeah. I don't go and meet a random girl on the street and tell her, "Here's my ID. Here,
Well, this isn't a.
this is who I am.
This
Who
isn't
are
a
you?"
dating experience, buddy. That's okay. We're not talking about meeting a girl.
Okay, then
This is-
I'm not
this
gonna
is
give you my
This
ID.
is
That's
more
the
of a
thing.
law enforcement thing. But we already know who you are. We already got 'em. All right.
That's cool.
And
Where's your guys'
you're
apartment?
free
Is
to
it the
go.
one all the way on 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
315 4.
All right, I'm gonna head down there actually and make a complaint. You too, man.
A fantastic interaction in video by San Diego drivers. And to answer your question, brother, you did fantastic. You did nothing wrong, and the cops were wrong. Chula Vista Police, you violated his rights, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, maybe you can read between the lines. And know this, guys, if you are in a car and your keys are not in the ignition, you are not operating a motor vehicle. So sometimes police will approach you and say, well, this is a traffic stop. You're in your car. You have to give ID. And that may be true if there's an infraction, but that can only take place if your keys are in the ignition and the car is turned on. Other than that, it's a consensual encounter until you don't want it to be. Then it's non-consensual. And there's one thing cops don't ever like hearing, and that's the word no. Well, Chula Vista PD heard the word no a lot from San Diego drivers, and he drove away on top. But did he really? They still ran his plates and found out who he was anyways. He had his rights, and the government and Registry of Motor Vehicles helped these police officers skirt the United States Constitution, his Fourth Amendment rights, to identify a man who had not participated in criminal activity. And to me, that is a miscarriage of injustice. Check out San Diego Drivers. His channel link and original video link are in the description of this one. Tell him Accountability for All sent you. Make sure you read the description of his video, and you can help answer his questions if I couldn't. Till next time, that's the reason I stopped you today.